protesters gathered in Lagos to demonstrate against the latest increase in fuel prices and electricity tariffs. The Nigerian police stopped members of the Joint Action Front who were protesting along with other civil society and pro-labor groups. The protesters called on the federal government to reverse the increase in fuel and electricity prices, saying the recent police policies are not in the interest of the Nigerian people.
We're asking for better life because, look, Nigeria is, don't forget that we are still said to be the poverty capital of the world, and 110 million Nigerians are living on less than $2 a day. Life is extremely very difficult, and so you are now adding, imposing more hardship on the people of this country. It will not work. So the arguments of the past obviously are no longer relevant for today, and that is why they are coming out and they are trying to visit their fury and their venom on the Nigerian people. And we are saying absolutely no, it's not going to happen.
We're joined by Arise business analyst Chika to respond to that. Chika, you're very welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. So you've heard from Achike Chude, Deputy Chairman of the Joint Action Front. He's made some points, Chika. How would you respond to that?
This is a very sobering moment, very challenging moment for the country, and it's like a chicken and egg situation for us, really. The truth is that the country cannot continue to fund these subsidies. It's difficult. The revenues have cratered by more than 60, 65, 70%. We know all that. And we also know that subsidies have created inefficiencies in the deployment of capital, all over the country. We also know that government cannot carry everything alone. We need foreign investments to come into our country to support the growth of these two key sectors. And with the current financial models we have in these sectors, with the subsidies reigning supreme, investments cannot come into the sectors. And without investment, these sectors cannot grow. So the combination of the fact that our revenues the government revenues have fallen, and the need to attract foreign investments into the sector, which will, even out down the line, have necessitated this removal of these subsidies. So that's one scenario. Having said that, the points being made as the poverty capital of the world is relevant, and almost all the indices that represent the fact that things are tough for us, are what's up for them. But so what do we do, really? What do we do? On the one hand, the government has stuck to the position they have to change the remove the subsidies. So as my colleague said in the morning show, what's the option? It's not as simple as Labour going to say you must just reverse the removal of subsidies. It's not as simple as that, because of the fact that you must provide solutions. What can the country do? So as parents, if we don't have the money, we don't have the money. The lifestyle we have given somebody in the past, if we don't have the money, I'm going to steal to fund the lifestyle. So the issue is that the country cannot have continue to afford this. So what is the option for us? Now maybe the government should have been negotiated better. Maybe government should have communicated better with the citizens of the country, and shared, let us know how bad things are. And then maybe government should show example, because where you still see government officials, governors, the ministers, and the people at the presidency still living life of opponents. Some people, governors are driving, moving with cars of 20 in a convoy, and so many other things. It's difficult to ask people to sacrifice. It's difficult to ask people to sacrifice. So if you're cutting our coat, it has to start from the top. And then that example will cascade to every citizen in the country, and to know that sacrifices are made at every other level. And that has not been communicated or done. And for me, that's one of the weak points in the strategy the government has adopted. That is, what are the pain points for the people? Of course, we know that we are just buffeted with so many things: exchange rate depreciation, VAT increase. Look at inflation where we are now. All of them bundles that have been dumped on the people. Are they, the social net that the government has been pushing all this while has not been transparently and efficiently been done? Because you hear government, the humanitarian minister, whatever the name, pushing out figures, so many billions are this or whatever. People around ask who has gotten that, who has gotten all these benefits. And so the safety net also has to be pushed and made more transparent, so that people, citizens can feel that while they're sacrificing, everybody is sharing the pain.
Thank you for that, Chika. Okay, part of this means there was a tweet from from Premium Times. There was a conversation that came out of this existing meeting between government officials and labor unions. Says, okay, yeah, there it is. Deregulation. Ideally, Nigerians should be paying 183 per litre for petrol. Now, this was attributed to Timi Presilva, Minister of State for Petroleum Resources.
Because he's saying
yes,
that the importers of these products are still getting subsidized dollar. Right. They're not getting dollar, the black market rate in quote.
Yes.
Now, if they're getting, a government is giving them dollars, this, but this is funny because government is recognizing, I don't know, government should be recognizing the black market rate of 450, implicitly,
right.
But because the rate really that we should recognize is 386,
yes,
the NAFEX rate.
NAFEX rate,
yes. He's saying that if that's the rate should actually be 183 naira, and implicitly, government is still creating subsidy.
An FX subsidy.
Yes, FX subsidy. That's what it's saying there.
Okay, so what about if Nigerians are already complaining of 159 now? Yes.
Yeah.
So how won't this push them further to the wall?
That's why it's saying that there's a gap. There's still a subsidy between the 183 they should pay.
Yes.
We should pay, and then the 160 or 161 that we're paying now.
Mr. Waba, the NLC president, when he was making his case, he mentioned minimum wage being eroded. He now said that in Ghana and other West African countries, they have higher minimum wage. But Ghana, then, they're paying almost 300 naira for their own fuel.
I just tell you that I find it difficult to compare countries to countries.
Yes, you said that before.
Because you have to put every component. If I'm 6 feet tall, it must be 6 feet tall.
Yes.
If I'm 80 kg, it must be 80 kg. Must put all the parameters in place before I'm comparing countries, because the parameters are not the same thing. But be that as it may, you know that Ghana is converted. They're paying almost 300 naira plus per liter,
right.
Compared to the one we're paying here.
Okay, well, Chika, this has happened in the past. Labor unions have met with governments. They've, issued threats of strikes. Do you think, 30 seconds, what do you think will happen? Putting you on the spot.
Well, let them continue to talk. It's not good for, things are already bad for our country. Strikes are not good for us. There must be a middle ground somewhere that government and the labor will agree. Arise business analyst Chika Bono, thank you so much for giving us your thoughts on what happens next with fuel prices, electricity, and labor unions. You're watching the Global Business Report here on Rise News.